Now let's start interrogative sentences. Interrogative, as you have already studied in the kinds of sentences, that is that sentence in which you ask a question. A sentence that asks question is called an interrogative sentence. We put question mark at the end of interrogative sentence. For example, is Ritu confident? So in this sentence, somebody is asking question. So this sentence is an interrogative sentence. Now let's see its examples. We put the helping verb before the subject to form interrogative sentences. For example, her purse was expensive. So in this sentence, helping verb is was. And according to the rule, we put the helping verb before the subject. Here subject is her. So the sentence, the interrogative sentence of this sentence will be, was her purse expensive? You don't have to add anything in this sentence. You just have to change the places of helping verb and the subject. Second one, it will rain today. So what is the helping verb in it? Will. So will become in the beginning, and the interrogative sentence of it will rain today will be, will it rain today? Next is, you are an honest man. So in this sentence, what is the helping verb? Helping verb is are. So are will be in the beginning. Are you an honest man? Last one, I am worried about you. So here helping verb is am. So am will become in the beginning. Am I worried about you? So these are the interrogative sentences of an affirmative sentence. And in interrogative sentences, don't forget to put question mark, because without it the sentence is incomplete. This is the identification of this sentence. Now, how we use do, does, did to make a sentence an interrogative. First one is, she opens the gate. Now, in negative sentences, I had told you that if you don't find any of the helping verb in a sentence, first of all, what you will have to do to check whether the sentence is in present tense or past tense. And if it is in present tense, then you will have to check whether the subject is singular or plural. So in this sentence, she opens the gate. So she is singular and opens is the verb. That means this sentence is in present tense. So which helping verb will be used? Does. So the interrogative sentence of this sentence is, does she open the gate? So does is the helping verb. Opens will become open. I have told you earlier also, the plural verb will become singular with does. Next is, Ravi goes for a walk. So Ravi is singular and this sentence is in present tense. So does will be used. So does Ravi goes will become go. Go for a walk. I want a video game. I have told you earlier also, with I we use do when the sentence is in present tense. So the interrogative sentence of this is, do I want a video game? Now students, why I is not small after do? Because wherever you write I, either in the beginning or in between or at the end of the sentence, it will always be capital. Next one is snakes hiss loudly. So snakes is plural. So with plural we use do in the present tense. So its interrogative will be, do snakes hiss loudly? Now she saw the red fort. So from the word saw you can make out that this sentence is in past tense. So did will be used here. So did she see the red fort? Why see, not saw? Because I have told you earlier also, with did we use the present form of the verb. Now students, these are the short forms of the negative helping verbs. Do not, you can say don't, does not, doesn't, did not, didn't, cannot, can't, is not, isn't. Now students, let's recapitalize what you've studied in these two chapters. You've studied about kinds of sentences, mainly negative and interrogative. In negative sentences, you've studied about how with the help of an auxiliary verb or how with a helping verb you can convert an affirmative sentence into negative sentence. And interrogative also you studied the same, the use of do, does, did, and how we can change an affirmative sentence into negative. See children, never forget how to identify a negative sentence with its when it contains not, and how to write an interrogative sentence. You'll always remember that at the end of an interrogative sentence, you'll have to put a question mark. And if you will not put, the sentence will be incomplete. After this video, I have given the images of the chapters with its answers. You can practice this grammar exercises at home with the help of this solved exercises. Now students, these are the small sentences that are changed into negative and interrogative. First one is I go. It will become I don't go. Or an interrogative, it will become do I go. Second one is you go. It will become you don't go. An interrogative, do you go? Now student, in these two sentences you can find there is no helping verb in the affirmative. So when there is no helping verb in the affirmative sentence and when you will have to change it in negative and an interrogative sentence, do, does, did will be used. Do with I and plurals. Plural is more than one. Does with singulars. Singular means one. Do and does are used in present tense and did is used in past tense with singulars and plurals. Here I go. With I we always use do. So I don't go. You go. You don't go. Then he goes. He is singular. So with singular we use does. So he does not go because this sentence is in present tense. So what will be the interrogative of it? Does he go? She goes. She is also a singular. She does not go. And interrogative, does she go? It goes. It does not go. Does it go? We go. We is more than one. We don't go. Do we go? You go. You don't go. Do you go? And they go. They don't go. Do they go? So this is a simple examples how we can use do, does. So with this, I end this. I hope you must have understood this negative and interrogative, because the rules for both of them are same. Revise this at your home. Practice some more sentences. Try to convert them into negative and interrogative to understand it more better. Till then, thank you and have a nice day.